Here. Can you?
Whoops, sorry.
Hi. Yeah, I'm here. And they're in this room. I taped a little one.
Thinking the same thing?
Oh, JW, hey, you want me to move? No.
I'm so sorry. Sit with me.
Two old men sit together, the light from my head will kind of blind the media here. She says it sits down next to her.
Not to take the, no, I am gonna get the vote. I am gonna get the vote, there's nobody in front of me.
It's all this. Seb,
I spend my time chasing the 3-year-old and 6-year-old around.
that's a good idea.
I've been there, done that. Thank you.
He's got to do some.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of May 3rd, Friday, 3 o'clock session, please. Roll call, please. Here.
Vice Chairman Valero. Here. Secretary Salerno.
Here.
Treasurer Biskowitz.
Here.
Commissioner Delia.
Here.
Commissioner McGee.
I'd like to have a report, please.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call a motion to this meeting, the Emergency Open Public Meetings Act. Can I have a motion, please?
Yeah, let me make an announcement as
Okay.
to the Open Public Meetings Act. This meeting has been noticed as an emergency meeting under the Open Public Meetings Act for matters of pertaining to personnel. And the chairman should call for a vote of the board to declare an emergency pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act.
Can I have a motion? Second. Salerno? Vote, please.
Chairman Sartori.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Valero.
Yeah.
Secretary Salerno.
Yes.
Treasurer Biskowitz.
Yes.
Commissioner Delia.
Yes.
Commissioner McGee.
Yes. And I'd like to have a motion for, to go into closed session for the discussion of personnel.
I'll make a motion that we go into closed session. Second.
Salerno, vote please.
Chairman Sartori.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Valero. Secretary Salerno.
Yes.
Treasurer Biskowitz.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we do.
Jimmy, can you call me when they get back in?
Sure. How am I gonna call? Hey, Al!
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, we come.
It's a closed cup, she's not saying.
Yeah, they're in closed session about this 5-minute thing, and an awful lot of people here. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, we just park everywhere. I like the library myself, but well, don't worry about it. If you're just fine with me, your spots. I know how quick this will be, but I'll be here. I'll
And
wait.
when is it?
Bobby took it over there, he's screaming, he's cursing and swearing on Blue Street, he's going crazy.
John, is that still on? Is that still on?
Not sure.
This isn't part of a public meeting, you know.
I won't go inside and sit. I'll be outside.
What I was trying to make sure
Where you guys at Yeah, just.
Hey, how you doing?
This goes off during the meeting, I'll be very,
My job as executive director of the Union County Improvement Authority is one that I value greatly. I've taken pride in transforming an agency which was a very long time dormant and jump-starting it and completing over $330 million of projects that have benefited the public and kept our economy vibrant. I did that with your help and with all of you guys. In recent weeks, the authority and I have come under a unwarranted series of criticisms that have threatened the progress at the agency's integrity. I'm grateful that I was well paid by the agency and well respected by the agency I serve. As it took into consideration my work product and my 34 years of governmental experience. I value my reputation. And I value the reputation of the Improvement Authority and all the projects that we have completed through the years for the various communities and all of those projects yet to come. Candidly, for some time I've been considering retirement. And after many years of public service, I believe the time is now appropriate for me to retire effective August 1st. Candidly, the work of the Improvement Authority is urgently needed. Our children need schools. They need libraries. We need public safety buildings. And unemployment is less than one thing. And to serve the less unfortunate among us, for instance, the children, we protect children from abuse. The employment opportunities that we create improve the very quality of life here in Newport County. These projects have benefited tens of thousands of people and are very near to my heart as a New York experience. It's therefore equally important that the Improvement Authority no longer be the subject of mistaken criticisms that derail the progress for Union County. As I look ahead, I believe there are other horizons and challenges that await me. 18 years ago, I was elected Union County Democratic Chairman. While chairman, I never compensated financially. I have enjoyed my involvement in both my vocation, which is government, and my avocation, which is politics. I have the greatest respect for the Democratic County administration, which has accomplished so many great things for our residents. With all this in mind, though, I've also made a decision to withdraw my name from renomination as the Union County Democratic Party Chairman in June. It's time for someone else to take the reins. I do intend to remain politically active in my hometown of Hillside, where I've lived for 60 years. And in closing, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation and thanks to the public for the opportunity to serve, as well as the many partners and videos, including the members and most importantly, our board, who can be very proud of the progress we've made. And I'm going to off the cuff a couple of things. I'm an anomaly in government, and I find it amusing when people are mad because I hired too few people. If anybody understood, there's other towns, Germany, other places, perhaps, hire many people. That's called patronage. I work with this, since I do the bulk of the work, I work with as few people as possible. Our vendors, our clients, know me to be, I know he's gonna laugh, know me to be cheap. But at the end of the day, it's still taxpayers' money. Our taxpayers, the municipalities' taxpayers, somebody's money. I've never done a voucher for reimbursement in my life in government, and that's almost 34 years. I don't believe in it. I never had a car, a phone, and anything. Part of the cost of doing business. So while my naysayers may be out there, they don't know me. They don't know what I stand for. They don't know that each project we've brought in under budget and on time. And let me tell you, board members, I'm really happy to have been part of this company. And up until August 1st, I will be moving projects along that serve the best interest of this county. And whoever comes after me, I pray, will have the same heartfelt love of government that I do. Thank you.
I'd like to move resolution 29-2013.
So moved. Second.
Members of the board, this is proposed resolution of the Union County Improvement Authority accepting the notice of retirement of the Executive Director Charlotte D. Filippo. Whereas the Union County Improvement Authority has previously appointed Charlotte D. Filippo as the Executive Director of the Authority, and whereas Ms. D. Filippo has tendered the board notice of her intention to retire from the Authority as of August 1st, 2013. And whereas Ms. D. Filippo has served the Authority with distinction as the Executive Director for the past 13 years, during which time she has supervised and directed numerous building and construction projects for the County of Union and many Union County municipalities, including the new Linden Library, the Union County College campus in Linden, 4 new started state-of-the-art fire stations in Linden, the Union County Juvenile Detention Center, the State of New Jersey Union County State Office Building in Plainfield, and many others too numerous to mention. And whereas Ms. D. Filippo brought to her position as Executive Director many years of experience serving the public sector, and has transformed this authority into an agency of progress and professionalism, which has completed no less than $330 million in projects benefiting the public and kept the county's economy vibrant, while at the same time completing each project under budget and ahead of schedule. And whereas the authority and the commissioners of the board wish to thank Ms. D. Filippo for her services and extend their best wishes to her on her retirement, now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Union County Improvement Authority that the retirement of Executive Director Charlotte D. Filippo from the authority is accepted with regret. And be it further resolved that the authority wishes to appoint Mark W. Brink, Project Financial Specialist, as interim director, effective August 2013, to ensure a smooth transition of the authority's ongoing functions and projects. And be it further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Vote please. No, I'm sorry. Vote please.
Chairman Scutari.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Valero. Secretary Salerno.
Yes.
Commissioner Miskowitz.
Yes, with regrets.
Commissioner D'Elia.
Yes, with regret.
Commissioner McGee.
Mr. Chairman and fellow board members, I've known Mr. Grippo for over 30-odd years, and I have the highest respect for her integrity. She's always put forward, first and forward, the interests of those individuals, Hillside and Union County. I know my vote would have no, would not affect this resolution that is before us, but in all good conscience, I must abstain.
Anybody else?
Resolution is accepted.
No, we need to afford members of the public an opportunity to speak.
Anyone from the public wish to speak or comment?
Jim Bittner, Cranford. This is an incredible walk of shame. I have waited 4 years for this time. Thank you.
Yeah. John, do we have to tell you who we are for the record? Oh, thank you. John Berry, Kenilworth. I really, my question on this is why, more than, I don't care about the walk of shame, nothing. I don't think that's important. But just with George Devaney, who left with, I still don't know why. Was it Music Fest? What is the real reason behind this? That was it.
What did you say your name was again?
It's John Berry, B-U-R-Y.
John, the reason I'm leaving is because it's an intolerable imposition to me to be abused weekly by people who don't even know me at the Freeholder Board meetings. It's an intolerable position when you do your very best at your job to have people abuse you just because they're partisans from another party. And I'm 68 years old. It's time for me to retire. I don't know what walk of shame means. If the other gentleman, Mr. Bittner, would like to explain it, it's okay. But I'm offended that people who don't know anything about what I do or who I am, except that I'm a Democrat, would choose to do that kind of abhorrent attacks. I assure you that in my years in government, I have never comported myself that way to any human being. And if you knew me, you'd know it was true. I have nothing else to say.
I don't know what the rules are here for speaking. If I'm allowed to speak once, twice, or rebut.
Have a seat.
All right. I am a Democrat. And I really intend.
I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure you heard what I said. Pretty sure you heard what I said.
Charlotte, Dan Sullivan, thank you for your service, Charlotte.
Thank you.
We appreciate all the years you've worked here at the Improvement Authority, certainly your leadership of the Democratic Party. I'm happy to say we came in together at the same time. You became chairman when I became freeholder. We're going out at the same time as well. So all my best to you. Thank you for all the work you've done. The Improvement Authority has done remarkable work over the years.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you very much.
Good afternoon, B.B. Taylor. As a young female professional, I have to tell you, Mr. Filippo, I always looked up to you. I've always respected your work product and the fact that you've been able to lead a large organization. I wanted to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
James LaCourte, Union County Surrogate. I just want to say that it's always been my observation over the years that probably the most dangerous people to effective government are known as commentators. Commentators are those people that sit back and take pot shots and cherry pick and do things to make governmental officials look bad. I didn't really realize that until I got into government because I, in fact, was in the private sector before that. But Charlotte, on behalf of all government officials that are not just commentators, but rather doers, I thank you for being the type of government official we would all like to be, strive to be, and in our wildest dreams will probably never accomplish. Thank you again, Charlotte.
Thank you.
L-A-C-O-R-T-E.
I'd like to have a motion to adjourn. Oh, I'm sorry.
Linda Carter, Chairman of the Freeholder Board. Charlotte, I'm going to take an opportunity to thank you for your years of service. As I've gotten to know you, not just here on the Freeholder Board, but prior to when I was in the city of Plainfield, you continue to make sure that we look at stuff and not even, you don't ever tell us what to do. You don't ever, tell us, things. You give us information when we ask for it, but you continue to work. You work hard. You work for the county. You work for this improvement authority, and you understand what the needs are of our county. We appreciate it because you've also been the voice of a lot of our voiceless and making sure that, the projects for our cities, especially the city of Plainfield, Park Madison would not have happened if it was not for your leadership and making sure that project, got done in the manner that it did. And it's a quality building that, guess what, we are very proud of in the city of Plainfield also. So thank you.
Thank you.
If I may, Chairman, I have one last thing to say. I had the pleasure of working with the authority on two specific projects over the years as liaison. One was Park Madison, the chairman just referenced. As we all know, that was the first major construction that occurred in Plainfield, God knows how many years. It also was the first project of its kind that combined all city and state workers together, and it's still a model in the state of New Jersey. Secondly, and most important to me, was the Juvenile Detention Center. As everyone knows, we were woefully inadequate in terms of how we cared for our youth for many, many years. And because the authority took over that project, we are now a model, not only state but nationally, in terms of design and the way that we handle kids. We went from first to last. Those bad reports that we used to get, we never get them anymore. That's directly attributed to the fine work, the fine people that were hired as a result of the authority and the county working together. And I want to thank you for all of that.
Charlotte, not to be last, because we should never be last. We've known each other over 30 years, since well, I guess it's really Sam, and I've watched you shepherd people through the years, including myself, and you've done a great job of doing that and helping people and looking toward good government and having a diversity of representatives in government, and I think you should be applauded for that, because you brought a lot of people into government that wouldn't have been there without your help. So I thank you for that, as well as your service.
Bruce Bergen, Union County Freeholder. I'm one of those people that you helped shepherd. More than 30 years ago, I came out of law school, idealistic, wanting to be involved, and over these decades, I've always considered you a friend, a mentor, taught me how to do politics right, how to do government right for the people, and I thank you for your service to Union County. This is not a happy day for Union County.
Thank you.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
All in favor?